welcome in to this Tunisian honeycomb tutorial. I am going to be using a standard hook for this, but it's only because this is a sample, not a full project. Apologies for the camera, it's a new one and it keeps trying to autofocus, so there's a lot of jumping and I'm so sorry. Also using a scrap yarn, which is fairly thick, but hopefully it'll help you see the stitches more easily. If you find this good, thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're willing. That would be brilliant. Okay, camera, sort yourself out. Hopefully it will. I can't guarantee it, but hopefully it will. Okay, so how do we start everything? With a slip knot, of course. So give yourself a slip knot, and with this particular stitch, it doesn't matter whether you have odd or even numbers. So for this I'm going to chain 12 just to give you an idea of how it works up, give you a nice dozen to have a look at. Okay, there's my dozen for you. Now we're going to start with the base, of course, so we don't want the first one after the hook, but we want the second stitch. Now we go in, we yarn over and pull through, so we have 2 on our hook and you leave them there, and then you go into the next unworked stitch and have 3 on your hook, and the next to have 4, and the next to have 5, etc, etc, all the way along. So for me, at the end, I will have 12 loops on my hook. Oops, nearly went in there for a proper single crochet then. Insert yarn through, insert yarn and through. So if we count my loops now, we have got, oh, beanie hair, sorry. Oh, this camera. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 staying on my hook, but now we need to take them off. So we need to chain up and we need to come off. So we are going to chain up first, so yarn over and pull through 1, and that will take us onto the second row. And now we want to do our pass over. So yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over again and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you do this all the way along, just yarn over, pull through 2. Keep going, yarning over and pulling through 2 until you've got 1 remaining on the hook. So just keep going for the remainder of your project. And there we have it. So we've got 1 left, and there we have like a little ladder, I guess a lot of people call it, all these posts. So now, if you guys know the Entrelac, which I'll link down below, it's not like that, because this time we're using the Entrelac pattern, but we miss this post here that the hook is on, and we go to the very first post just here, not the second, not the third, but we're going to do it all the way along. Just watch. Leave this post alone, go to the very first one, and you go in for a standard simple Tunisian crochet. You yarn over and you pull through that post, but leave it on your hook. That's important. The next one, we're going to do a purl stitch. So we bring our yarn forward, make sure it's under the hook, and bring it before the post that you're going into. So we're bringing it forward and back a little bit, if you see that, just to keep it out of the way, and we're going into the next post and put that yarn back where it's supposed to be. So back behind the hook, and then we yarn over with it and pull through 1, like so. And now you will see we have our one full long post and we have one with a little bit of a stop gap in it. So next one, we are doing the simple entrelac again. Yarn over and pull through and leave it on your hook. The next, we're going to do a purl stitch again. So bring the yarn forward before the post that you're going to go into. Go into the post and put that yarn back where it needs to go. Yarn over with it and then pull through, and make sure you pull slightly on that yarn so it's not too loose. I will show you what happens when it's loose in a moment, but here you've got the long, you've got the short, you've got the long again, and you've got another short one, which you'll see. In for a simple entrelac, leave it on your hook, and back down for a purl, and put the yarn back where it needs to go, and yarn over and pull through and leave it on your hook. Okay, make sure those loops stay there. Now we need to do a simple stitch again. So under the post, yarn over, pull through 1, and now back for a purl stitch. So bring the yarn forward, sorry for the camera, go into the post, put the yarn back. Oh my gosh, this camera's going to make me seasick. Yarn over, pull through 1. Okay, next, simple. Done. Next is a purl, literally alternating all the way through. Simple, purl, or if you want, you can always go purl, simple, that's down to you. So, never miss that last one. You can do, don't. So this one is ending on a simple, pull through, and there we still have 12 loops on my hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Done. Okay, so what do we need to do now? We need to take those loops off our hook. So we need to go up 1 first. So we need to chain 1. So yarn over and pull through 1. That will take us 1 row up. Now we need to get these off. So yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. All the way along your project, however many stitches you have, you're now taking all but 1 off of your hook. So yarn over, pull through 2, 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 and once more yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so there we have 1 lot. Now we're going to do the opposite on this row to what we did below. So down here we have a long stitch here, which means that for this round we're doing a purl. So we're bringing it forward, go into that stitch, take the yarn back behind the hook again, and yarn over and pull through 1. Next, we need to do a simple. You see, when you don't pull it tight enough, you get this little... I'm leaving it there because I'm showing you an example, you know, because why not? Okay, so the next one is only a short little stitch. because this one was a purl before. As you see, it's got the break. So this time we're going to do the simple. So under the post we go, yarn over, pull through 1. The next one is a long stitch, so we're going to make a purl. So bring the yarn forward, go in with the hook, take the yarn back, and then pull it a little bit, yarn over, pull through 1. You don't need to pull it really tight because otherwise you'll struggle getting in the post above, but pull it enough that it takes the yarn through. Next is a simple, so yarn over, pull through 1. Next is a purl, so bring the yarn forward, put the hook through the post, take the yarn back behind the hook, yarn over, pull through 1. Next is a short post, so we're going in for a simple, yarn over, pull through 1. Next, there's a long stitch there, so we're going for a purl. So we're literally doing the opposite on this row than we did underneath. So if you did simple purl before, now you're doing purl, simple, simple. Literally doing the opposite to what's below. If you've done a simple before, it will be a long post. If you've done a purl before, it will be a short post. Okay. I wasn't concentrating. Let's try again. Under we go, yarn over, pull through 1, and don't forget that last post. So for me, this will be a purl stitch just here. So bringing that yarn forward and going into that very last post. There we go. And take the yarn back, behind, yarn over, pull through 1. And now we need to chain, get off, chain 1, but if you see, pattern, yay! So chain 1, yarn, sorry, chain 1, yarn over and pull through 1, and that's taken us up 1 level, just up. So next we need to take these off. So we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Isn't this the easiest crochet ever? Just yarn over, pull through, and you've done an entire row. It's great. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Ugh. Okay, look, mistakes happen, all right? I'm only human. I leave them in because we all make them. Yarn over, pull through 2, and lastly yarn over, pull through 2 to have 1 on your hook. And there we have the honeycomb, as you can see, and it works up the same like continuously, so you've got that pattern. So I'm going to do 1 row just to complete the pattern, as it were. I'll do it in my own time, just to show you how the next row would look. So remember, always alternate and look at the stitch below. If it's a long stitch, you need to do a purl next. If it looks like a short post, you need to do a simple stitch and just alternate. If you've done a purl just now, your next one will be simple. If you've just done a simple, now do a purl. Oops, get that last one in. Lovely. Okay, one last bit of yarn. Sorry for the jumping. Let's get these off and we'll get this finished for you. And that last one. Ooh. Done! There you are. The honeycomb in Tunisian. What do you think? How's that, huh? What do you think? Nice and thick looking, great for blankets. Let's get that tail out of the way because it would look better without the tail. Let's just shove it under there. It's like putting dust under a rug. Oh, this camera. So sorry. So if this has helped you in any way whatsoever, despite the camera, please give a thumbs up because little thumbs really help. And if you're willing and haven't already, subscribe down below with the big red button. And as of now, I will see you next time.